Hello once again everyone, and welcome back to Square Sanctuary, Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker, and I'm your host Square X. Once again, let me try this again. Hey everyone, welcome to Square Sanctuary, Square X here. We're once again playing Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker, and we're continuing with quest lines that were made available in this current patch, patch 6.3, God's Revel Lands Tremble. Tonight in this episode, we are going to be doing progressing in Tataru's Grand Endeavor. So we've been trying to gain various things throughout our respective clients' wishes in order to make a new necklace for Tataru to show her how much we appreciate all that she's done. Well, Mehdjina is heading the project, so let's talk to her and continue this episode. Ooh, we get a gift in this one. Let's continue this journey with the level 90 quest, An Auspicious Opportunity.
Ah, Chris, you couldn't have come at a better time. Do you have a moment to talk?
Yep.
My thanks. You see, a foreign merchant approached the boutique with a proposal not long ago. Hancock of the East Aldenar Trading Company. Perhaps you've heard of him?
Oh great, we gotta deal with him now.
Ah, so you have a history. No wonder Mistress Tataru declared him unscrupulous and deserving of infinite caution. Though there is risk in dealing with a man of such flexible principles, his knowledge of the Hingan markets would do much to bolster our efforts to make inroads in the Far East. That is why, despite her misgivings, Mistress Tataru seeks to negotiate a partnership. But for some reason or another, he has requested you to be present at their meeting in Kugane. I realize business negotiations are not your forte, but we would be most grateful if you'd indulge his request. Of course, there is also the matter of our secret mission.
Of course, I haven't forgotten.
Once it has been fully restored, this gorgeous sapphire will serve as the centerpiece of Mistress Tataru's necklace. I hope that one day she may look upon it as a memento of not only her mother, but of her many dear friends and allies. Perhaps during your visit to Kugane, fortune shall favor us with the discovery of an additional treasure to grace her keepsake. In any case, I believe that covers everything. Mistress Tataru shall meet you at the Ruby Bazaar in Kugane. I wish you a safe journey.
Ugh. I need a water. I wonder where all my water is. Well, while we're heading to Kugane, I can wonder about that. I'm pretty sure I left them over here, though. Somewhere. I had a whole bag of them. Oh, here's a water. Never mind. I keep forgetting there's like 2 right next to my bed. Need to hydrate, ladies and gentlemen. It's very important. Alright. The Ruby Bazaar. Now why the heck is she all the way over there? Well, only time will tell. Knew we were gonna end up sitting. Ah, there they are.
Chris! I'm so glad you can make it.
I am equally thrilled by your arrival, though I expect I must apologize for the sudden invitation. What do you need, man?
Yes, you should. But more importantly, I'd like to know what the scheme is and how you intend to involve us.
Oh my! So quick to assume the worst! While I would love nothing more than to lay bare all my dirty little secrets, 'twould be prudent to discuss my proposal first. Loath though I am to admit it, a draper's shop but recently launched by the company has not been well received by the locals. Our intention was to promote the sale of imported apparel woven by the Uldan Weavers Guild. Alas, it seems Western fashion holds little appeal for the citizens of Kugane. So we rethought our strategy. We would produce Hingen couture, but with world-renowned Uldan silks. Kimono, as they are the favored choice of wear in the Far East. Or rather, that was our plan, until our seamster fell ill. It was as I faced the unpleasant decision of abandoning this venture entirely that I chanced to hear of Tataru's boutique, and the assorted Far Eastern-styled equipment they have on offer.
You are referring to our samurai and ninja-inspired sets of armor, yes?
Indeed. By putting your exemplary goods on display, the East Aldenard Trading Company would demonstrate that we, a Western trader, are capable of making garments suited to the needs of our local patrons. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I have been informed that you wish to establish a foothold in Ingashi and East Othard. What better way to make your Kugane debut than to have us showcase your quality wares?
It's not without its appeal, I'll admit. The perfect venue to gauge interest in our goods.
Isn't it just? If I may make your grudging concession as a sign of interest, perhaps we can discuss the finer points of my proposed partnership.
Oh, we'll be discussing it at length. But I've yet to see how any of this would require Chris's involvement.
Indeed. I was just about to get to that part. Not long ago, I crossed paths with a group of certain someones who were eager to call on Chris again. I found myself quite taken with them, charming as they were, that I felt compelled to facilitate this reunion. And of course, no one can never collect too many favors. Alas, I know that you are predisposed to question the motives behind any invitation from the East Aldenard Trading Company, and with good cause, I concede. So I instead invited you here under the guise of assisting Tataru with a boutique-related affair. I hope you will forgive the deception. Rest assured that you shall be rewarded for your aid in this matter with your choice of recompense. Just before your arrival, I took the liberty of informing my new acquaintances that you would soon be making landfall on these shores. They ask that you meet them at Sakazuki in the Ruby Sea as soon as you are able. I believe it is a matter of certain urgency, so if you could travel there forthwith. The four lords. Excellent! I leave them in your capable hands.
Don't worry, I'm no stranger to Hancock's tricks. I'll make sure not to agree to anything until we've settled every last detail. Just do what you need to do and return when you can.
Alright. We'll take the Ethernet to Tamamizu. And then head from there. You know what? On second thought, I need a different mount. You know what? I will take... I can never decide. Diablo, it's Stormblood related, so... Here we go. Make me have to fly all the way down here. Oh, there are a few cards I haven't won here, too. Huh. Good to know. Wait, is there a... There's a ferry here now? Or am I just losing it? Oh, we'll wait and see.
Apologies, Chris. I pray you have not been waiting long.
Soroban!
You look surprised. Did Hancock not tell you who requested your aid? Ah, but never mind that. I am simply glad that you are here. How have I been? Well, my training as the next Genbu continues apace. I must tell you, my friend, each day has been more trying than the last. Why, just the other day, the Auspicious placed 99 wasabi-filled takoyaki on a platter before me, and instructed me to define which single ball out of the entire batch was not filled with that dreadful spice. Training to sharpen my foresight, they claimed, but it felt more akin to torture. By the end, I was reduced to a dithering sea turtle, swimming in a puddle of my own tears. That is all to say, I am only marginally closer to assuming my place as one of the four lords. Bah, get to the point already, Soroban! Gah! I was just about to arrive at it. Come, my friends, show yourselves.
Seiryu, Suzaku, Yako.
It has been some time, Chris.
That it has, Byako.
I am relieved to see you in good health. I understand you have been through a great deal.
Your concern is unwarranted. This is the man who quelled our Arimitama and inherited Tenzin's legacy. There is no trial he cannot overcome.
You misunderstand me, my brother. That, or you deliberately insinuate that I lack faith in Chris's capabilities.
Enough! We indebted ourselves to the merchant to obtain this meeting. Let us not distract ourselves with this nonsense and get to the heart of the matter.
Very well. You may not know this, but Senri's craving for dango often brings her to Kugane. It was during such a visit that she spied a suspicious individual on Kogane Dori. A man who not only wore raiments identical to Tenzin's, but who also claimed to be his long-lost descendant.
This descendant was selling good luck charms, utterly devoid of benediction. His ploy is plain. He uses Tenzin's name to trick fools into buying his rubbish.
Any who would dare sully Tenzin's name shall face my wrath! My flames will cleanse him of his sin and burn his soul to ash! Too merciful a punishment, I say. I shall personally render unto him every pain imaginable.
By the Kami, is it possible they have both succumbed to the Aramitama once more?
Nah, they're just kind of peeved about this.
The charlatan boasts of more than an esteemed heritage. He also claims to have the four lords at his beck and call. Insulting, yes, but I would still rather resolve this without flames and torture. But having lived apart from men for so long, I fear we may be ill-equipped to do so on our own. Hence why we have turned to you for assistance. You needn't agree to anything just yet, but why don't we all at least seek out this descendant and take his measure ourselves? I beg your pardon. Putting myself aside, the three of you approaching any settlement, let alone one as large as Kugane, would surely cause an uproar. Calm yourself, Soroban. You forget we are the four lords. 'Tis a trifling matter to assume a less than conspicuous guise.
Let us reconvene in Kugane. Soroban is to go first, while we three shall make our own approach separately, to avoid attracting undue attention, just in case.
Alright, back to Kugane. Two bunnies and a chicken. I can understand Byakko and Seiryu, but Suzaku, you had a human form. Why didn't you just use that? I'll never understand Auspicious sometimes. Soroban?
It would seem we have managed to arrive with little fuss. But only the Kami know how long our presence will remain secret.
Again with the needless worrying. Our disguises are perfect.
None may suspect you are the four lords at first glance, but you are suspicious in the extreme. We would have used our power to assume the form of men, but those of keen sight would still be able to discern our true nature. The costumes were an innocuous alternative. There is nothing innocuous about them.
Senri said she found the swindler in Kogane Dori, yes? Let us head there at once.
Gather round, friends, gather round! As you have no doubt surmised from my crimson armor, I am the proud descendant of Tenzin, the famous hero of Eld who once slew an entire host of fearsome Oni. But do not take my word for it. Behold! In this hand I hold Tenzin's beloved katana, the Phoenix Blade!
I don't know what that looks like, but if he's got the Phoenix Blade, then he must be who he claims. Idiots. The true blade has remained in our care since Tenzin's passing.
Okay, so what now?
Something seems off.
I see there are some who remain unconvinced. Very well, you leave me no choice. Allow me to introduce you to my sworn allies, the Four Lords!
Oh dear. Oh dear. I am almost afraid to look. That's your signal. I expect my money's worth.
Introducing Genbu, the Turtle Auspice and Foreseer of Calamity. Suzaku, the Avian Auspice and Master of the Flames of Resurrection. Seiryu, the Dragon Auspice and Devourer of Young Maidens. Last but not least adorable, we have Byakko, the small and fluffy feline auspice.
Why am I alone a cuddly creature? Surely you could have hired a Hrothgar or Mikote to betray me.
At least he did not
slander your character. Devourer of young maidens. Pah!
What is this rabble? All who've heard the tale of Tenzin know that the Four Lords are beasts, not three mummers and a cat. These are the glamored forms they assume, so they may roam the realms of men undiscovered. Surely you can imagine the chaos that would ensue if they went about undisguised. Even so, there's no way they'd wear such ridiculous outfits.
And yet, here they are dressed in far worse.
I can't. I just fucking can't. Oh, that's terrible. Oh.
This farce is infuriating. I will not abide him making mock of the bonds we shared with Tenzin.
We are of one mind, my sister. He must be silenced. Does Tenzin even have a descendant? There was nothing in the legends about him fathering any children. But there was mention of one who loved him more dearly than life itself. I, the woman whom I owe my storied lineage, is none other than the sublime Crimson Beauty standing before you, Suzaku! You pushed that button.
Let him speak. Perhaps he is not wholly deserving of immolation.
Bah! How easily your rage is quelled.
Having proven my ancestry to your satisfaction, lords and ladies, I bid you partake of my good fortune, for I have auspicious wares to share with you today. Tenzin put countless Oni to the sword long ago, 'tis true, but only by the grace of these miraculous good luck charms. Just one will confer unto you all manner of fortune, good health, a happy family, scholarly achievement, financial success, romantic fulfillment, and much, much more. But that's not all.
Purchase a charm now, and I'll even throw in a stylish strap featuring a Four Lords design of your choosing. My stock is limited, so be sure to buy while supplies last.
I'll take 2! No, 10!
Well, they're saps.
My blood boils to see Tenzin's good name used in this matter.
As does
Mine. We cannot sit idly by and allow this to continue. I think our purveyor of good fortune is in need of a proper scare. Are you convinced as well, Chris?
Of course. Let's do this.
He seemed quite pleased with himself as he packed up his stall. Business was good, no doubt. How shall we proceed?
with care and preparation. We all saw how deftly he countered accusations of fraud. A more clever approach is needed. We must limit his ability to spin more lies. Have you any ideas, Chris?
The presence of the Four Lords should be more than enough to convince him.
Oh, indeed. Our very existence alone is enough to prove his claims false. Then it is settled. You shall play the role of Tenzin's true descendant, and we shall accompany you. With us at your side, the impostor will have no choice but to confess his crimes.
Still, we would be wise to prepare for contingencies. With me, Soroban, we make for Racen Temple.
Then it is up to us to find and confront the swindler. As you are familiar with this city, I bid you lead the way. Speak with Suzaku when you are ready.
You know what? I am gonna switch to a more imposing and more site appropriate. So good that I got this glamour recently. During Heaven's Turn. Alright, let's do this.
His customers may have seen where he went, so let us begin by questioning them. I would also know more of his true identity. Of all the heroes of legend, why claim Tenzin's name? The answer may help us stop him without resorting to violence, since some of you apparently lack the stomach for it.
Suzaku and Seiryu are now accompanying you, and yes, I am. Alright. There's a superstitious woman.
Kami be praised to have met Tenzin's descendant and get this good luck charms besides. What a fool I was to doubt him. He who commands the Four Lords of Legend. As long as I have this, fortune shall surely shine on me. Oh, has my good luck charm caught your eye? If you wanted one for yourself, you are sadly out of luck. The merchant selling them said that was the last of his stock, and he did not think he would be able to acquire more. But if you wish to hear it from him, he was headed towards Tasogare Bridge. You will know him by his attire. I swear he was a spitting image of Tenzin from the storybooks. She speaks of yonder bridge, does she not? Others may have taken note of our quarry as he passed.
then let's move. Oh, the doo-doo freaking... We're looking for a... Have I seen a man claiming to be Tenzin's descendant? The one who was selling good luck charms by the dozens, you mean? No, he didn't come this way, but Kami give me strength. I'll never understand how some can be so gullible. Let us continue our search elsewhere. Well, well, well! Look who it is! Kyoto. It has been quite some time! What brings you to Gudgane this day? We're looking for a guy claiming to be Tenzin's descendant. A hawker claiming to be Tenzin's descendant? Possibly Ishu. I saw him not long ago. Yes, yes. You know him. My peculiar and suspicious friend, there is no merchant in Gudgane who hasn't heard of the entrepreneur. He has made a fortune masquerading as Tenzin's heir. It's a brilliant scheme, very profitable. Tried to get in on it myself, but the Baron will suffer no competition.
Who is this Baron of whom you speak?
The soy sauce one. Who else? Kageyama. A dangerous man. Yes, yes, with fingers in every pie. I fear him almost as much as I envy him. How many times do I have to teach the Baron the same lesson? Oh, you have had dealings with him, have you? If you know, then you know. Ishu, on the other hand, is still something of an enigma. A skilled seamster dedicated to his craft, yet he partnered with Kageyama. I never would have guessed he had it in him. There is more to this than meets the eye. We must investigate further. Have you any idea where Ishu may have gone? You want information? Yes, yes. I want coin. Give me coin, and I'll give you information.
That can be arranged. If you are willing to journey to Raisin Temple, our friend Fori can escort you.
A temple? And one I've never heard of at that. Wait, is it the sort of place where mortals fear to tread and malevolent spirits do dwell? Malevolent spirits? No, no. Just a somewhat ominous crystal. I'll take your word for it. As for Ishu, he came to me and requested passage to the Isle of Beko, where he was to rendezvous with Kageyama. I refused. Better not to involve myself in the Baron's affairs, you understand.
Kyoto, was it? You have our thanks. We shall fulfill our end of the bargain. You need not fear.
I'd rather give you a swift kicking, just like Lise did, but
There's no time to waste. I shall have a messenger instruct Byako and Soroban to meet us at the Isle.
Alright, the Isle of Beko. Back to Tanamizu. Never a dull moment. Going up. There he is.
Ishu and Kageyama will want to keep away from prying eyes. Somewhere near these rocks, perhaps. Let us take cover and eavesdrop on their conversation when they join us.
A fine day's work, Ishu. It pays to have fools for customers.
Master Kageyama, please, this cannot continue. I shudder to think how the four lords will react if they learned of our crimes.
Remind me, who was it who delivered you from a life of destitution after you lost your job as a seamster? Pray tell, who?
You, Master Kageyama, and I am forever grateful for your help, without which my family would be without house and home, but even so, what we are doing is wrong.
Want to wash your hands of this dirty business and be a seamster again? Is that it? But once the truth comes out, and I would see that it does, who would dare to trust you? No, Ishu. You're going to continue to act, or you and your kin will starve in the streets.
So that's the way of it. Ishu was coerced by Kageyama into this performance, and for his family's sake he could not stop. Indeed. In light of this, how shall we proceed? We put the fear of the kami into Kageyama.
Who are you? And why are you wearing such ridiculous outfits?
Hearken to me, mortal! I will suffer you to sully Tenzin's name no longer! Defy me, and you shall not like the consequences!
Sully Tenzin's name, you say? His flesh and blood are free to do with it as they please. Unless you can prove that Ishu is not in fact his descendant, I suggest you get out of my sight! Then prove it we shall! Chris, here!
Here we go.
It is time we revealed our true selves to these mortals.
Call me for friend!
It cannot be.
Oh yeah.
That flame-kissed katana you hold in your hand. Is that the Phoenix Blade?
For the crimes you have wrought in Tenzin's name, your punishment will be severe indeed.
Beg not for mercy. Take heart, my dears. I shall make your deaths painless. Hearken to my melody.
There is no turning back! Steel yourselves! Somebody! Anybody! Help me! What was that? Not only do you possess the Phoenix Blade, but the four lords themselves stand at your side. Tell me, are you Tenzin's descendant? Please have mercy, I beg of you! I vow to never again use the name of your ancestor, you have my word!
So that was fun. Byakko?
At Tenzin's behest, I once played the role of a ferocious tiger to frighten the peoples of a village and drive them to flee before they were buried in a landslide. He took part in the deception as well, but to be honest, your acting put his to shame. Have you considered auditioning at the Mujikosa Theater?
Honored lord and lady, and descendant of Tenzin, I know not how to make amends for my sins. Though actions speak louder than words, I wish to say that I am truly sorry.
Man or beast, we all make mistakes. I am told you are a master seamster.
I might not go so far as to say master, but with my skill I managed to put food on the table.
Then perhaps we shall have a word with an old friend. That can wait, Soroban. We must escort this young man to a safer location. This is far enough. It is past time we returned home.
We are once more in your debt. It is because of you that this affair could be concluded before Tenzin's reputation suffered irreparable harm. Thank you, Chris.
Now that you are no longer bound to Kageyama, what will you do?
Well, I know I must take responsibility for my actions. I will confess my crimes to the Sekisugumi. After I am released from my imprisonment, I shall take up an honest trade once more, and not rest until I have repaid each and every victim of my deception.
Ah, yes, I had been meaning to tell you. But I will let Hancock explain when he arrives shortly.
Dreadfully sorry to have kept you all waiting.
Ah, speak of the devil!
And the urchin girl came as well. It has been far too long. You're looking green as ever, Soroban of the Blue. And once again, Genbu, that's Tataru. Tataru! Though I'm sure I'll have to remind you next time, too. You are Ishu, the seamster Soroban spoke of, yes? If it is gainful employment you speak, the East Alderland Trading Company would be thrilled to hire one of your expertise to work at our draper shop. The seamster in our service fell ill, and we've been looking for a replacement. I have no words. I am grateful, truly. But I cannot accept. For once I confess my crimes to the Sekisugumi, they will surely imprison me for a time. Ah, yes, the Sekisugumi. I had a chat with them not long ago.
They are aware that the scheme was contrived by Kageyama and that you too are one of his victims. You will be required to assist them in their investigation, of course, but you needn't steel yourself for even a brief incarceration.
Hancock, you have our thanks for calling Chris to our aid.
Oh no, not at all. I am pleased to have been of service.
I have not forgotten our arrangement, Chris. Have you decided upon a reward?
A certain relic, if you can acquire it.
Oh, how that warms the heart. A material to help restore the keepsake of a dear friend. I have just the thing. I won't spoil the surprise now, but do look forward to it. I suppose we had better return to the city. But before that, you could have called upon me too, you know. It's not like I wasn't part of the whole saving the Ruby Sea from becoming consumed by roaring flames endeavor or anything.
Forgive us, urchin Tataru. We assumed you were busy. That, and you did struggle mightily to help Chris restrain Soroban that one time. So there was some certain concern that you might prove a liability and it should it come to blows. Nevertheless, we will take your words to heart.
Perhaps we should assume our guises and walk among men more often. It was a refreshing change of pace on the whole.
I would not be against it. We were in a bit of a rush on this occasion, but with a longer visit, we might better appreciate men's curious ways. I have no doubt we shall meet again, but I pray that the time comes sooner than later. You and me both.
I'll be sure to stop by the temple later.
You know you are always welcome. The others would be thrilled to see you and Tataru both.
Well, time to head back. Oh, that was a sleek snapshot, and I am going to rewatch that cutscene when I am done with this stream and take that snapshot with me.
Now then, I say we resume Soroban's training upon our return to the temple.
Must we so soon?
You did well to apprise Hancock of Ishi's predicament. He may now make amends by putting his talents to good use, and continue to provide for his family. Indeed, 'twas behavior befitting one destined to become the next Genbu.
The road ahead is long, but we doubt not that you are worthy. And so we want only to encourage you to reach your full potential. If that is how you all feel, then I have little choice but to do my best.
Alright. Ishu?
I can still hardly believe the Sekisugumi only wished to question me. Master Hancock must have a way with words. Speaking of which, I believe he and Mistress Tataru will be joining us shortly.
Welcome back, guys.
Ishu, you will be pleased to know that I have just finished making arrangements for your immediate employment. May our profits soar that you may give your family the life they deserve. Master Hancock, I do not deserve such kindness. I will do my best to earn my keep. I want you to know that I intend to work hard to make up for the many mistakes that I've made. Good for you. It is not much, but I have prepared a gift for you as an expression of my gratitude. A set of garments that I made before I was embroiled in Master Kageyama's schemes. The lords and ladies of Kugane once held my work in high regard, and I hope you will as well. Thank you. Can't wait to try it on. You will also find a little something from me included within. A well-deserved reward. Wait, what exactly did you give Chris? Payment for introducing the East Aldenard Trading Company to prospective new clients. What else? I can't say I'm surprised you would try to peddle goods to the foreign lords themselves, but still, have you no shame? Regardless, now's as good a time as any to inform Chris of the result of our deliberations. Said result being, we have agreed to an official partnership with the East Aldenard Trading Company, one which I will exploit for all it's worth to make Taru's boutique a household name in Kugane. For my part, I pray this is the start of a mutually beneficial partnership. To business. I would have a tour of this draper shop of yours immediately, if you don't mind. Sorry to cut things short, Chris, but time is money, and I have precious little to spare. Once you've seen to any other unresolved matters you have here, I'd be grateful if you'd return to Old Charlian and inform Mehdjina of our new arrangement. Works for me. Alright, first things first. Go back to Gunbreaker. Not Samurai. Alright. Back to Old Charlian. There she is. Alright, we got something, Mehdjina. Welcome back. Negotiations with Master Hancock were fruitful, I hope. Yep. Well, I expected nothing less from you and Mistress Tataru. As for Mistress Tataru's necklace, you say Master Hancock slipped a gift into the parcel you received from Ishu, yes? May I have a look? Here it is. My goodness, what a stunning set of garments! They certainly offer a taste of the Far East. As for the item Master Hancock set aside for Mistress Tataru's necklace, by the sisters, a black pearl! Do you have any idea how rare these are? They can only be harvested from black-lipped oysters in the Ruby Sea. I cannot be certain until it has been incorporated into the necklace, but I believe the darker shade will serve as a contrast to the brilliant sapphire centerpiece and make it stand out even more. To part with such a precious treasure, Master Hancock is either very wealthy or very well connected, or both. We would do well to maintain a good relationship with the East Aldenard Trading Company. But that is the boutique's concern. After all you have done for us, I am sure you want nothing more than a good rest. Thank you again for your continued assistance. When next we discover a client, we'd like to add to our ever-growing list. I hope we can count on you on your assistance once more.
Works for me. And with it, we've got Yakaku gear. Let's see. Was everything added to the... Yep. Alright, let's try this on. And I have insufficient armory chest space because of it. Alright, so for legs we've got the Yukaku Fundoshi. For feet, the Yukaku Geta. For the chest gear, we have the Yukaku Dogi. For hand gear, the Yukaku... Oh wait, no hand gear? Oh, I thought there were... Oh, there are 2 pieces of leg gear. For headgear, we got the Yukaku Kamidome. And also for legs, we got the Yukaku Koshita. I'm glad I have the Koshita because I am not... Hold on, let me hide my weapon for a second. Is it trying to blend in with my hair? Because if so, it failed miserably. I don't mind it, but maybe not with my current hairstyle. It just looks kind of stiff is all. But, didn't notice the tattoo, but it's alright. Probably unequivocally. There we go. I could have used it as a samurai glam, but honestly, this has more mafia boss vibes to it than I am hoping to work with. So I will stick to what I have. Thank you very much. Well, that takes care of another episode of another venture in Tataru's grand endeavor. How will the necklace turn out next time? Well, only time will tell. Probably next patch. We don't know yet. But for right now, that's going to be it for Cruising Sanctuary. If you're watching on Twitch, stay tuned for more. If you're watching on YouTube and you like this video, click the like button below and leave a comment. Subscribe by clicking here. Click here to watch more. Click here to watch the next episode. And click here to watch whatever I put down. See you next time.